Welcome back. So the question around today's video is, can you have your cake and eat it too? If you're a fan of the Pantheon Desktop that comes standard and is mostly developed by the Elementary OS team, but you're not crazy about every single decision that is made on Elementary OS and you want a more rolling release model, I might just have the perfect thing for you. It's called Gecko Linux Rolling Pantheon Edition. Let's check it out. Okay, so this distribution, Gecko Linux, has been around for a while, and I've done a handful of videos on it before. There are, like openSUSE that it is based on, Gecko Linux has three different models. They have the static release version, which is based on openSUSE Leap. Then they have the rolling version, which is based on openSUSE Tumbleweed. And they also have Next, which I'm not going to go into what Next is because that's a bit to explain. So what I'm looking at is Gecko Rolling. Now, Gecko Rolling, like I said, is a rolling release as per the name, and it is offered in a bunch of different desktop environments. But until recently, the Pantheon Desktop was not one of those options. Now, back in, I believe, September, I'm going to say, they had a new release snapshot. And in that release snapshot, they added the Budgie desktop and also the Pantheon Desktop to the mix. So as it is, Gecko Linux, if you're not already familiar, exists as like a desktop user-friendly version of openSUSE. So it's very clearly based on openSUSE. They don't try and customize any of the repositories or anything like that. You have access to all of the same services and repositories as the main openSUSE release. But what they do is they help you get over a lot of the initial hurdles. Things like adding codecs, better font rendering, choosing defaults that are a little bit more in line with what most people want out of their desktop. And as you can see, even amongst the static and rolling releases, they have a lot of different desktop environments to choose from. Now, this project did seem to be on hiatus for a little while, but it's definitely back stronger than ever at the moment. And you can definitely see all of the different points as to what makes openSUSE special or unique on their website. So I'm not going to go through all of that. What I do want to highlight in this video, and I'm going to try and keep it fairly brief, is what they bring to the table with the Pantheon Desktop, what they do differently from Elementary, and why it might be something that you are curious about. So first of all, let's just talk about the benefits of openSUSE Tumbleweed as a base. So first of all, with the openSUSE Tumbleweed base, you get a rolling release. And by rolling release, I mean fairly up to date, not quite as bleeding edge as something like Arch, but I would argue potentially more stable than something like Arch. Now, you also get the wonderful YAST software manager, and the YAST control center. So YAST has been around since forever, and it's a really robust set of system admin tools. This is something that you get that you don't get anything near close to this on Elementary OS. This is system admin level control center. So the software management itself is handled by the YAST software manager, no doy, because that's what openSUSE defaults to. However, the repositories that they have enabled here are out of the box, ready to go by default, cover a lot of the software that we've come to expect from desktop Linux. Things like repositories for Google Chrome and the Pacman repositories, which give you access to all of the more proprietary codecs and that kind of thing. My guess is that openSUSE, being a more Europe-centric distribution, has a lot more local servers in Europe. And I'm not exactly sure. I could probably customize the mirrors for openSUSE to be more local and thus more speedy, but it does still rely on a lot of the openSUSE build service, which I'll talk about in just a second, as well as the Pacman repositories, which I believe don't have mirrors in Australia, but they do have them all over Europe. So while we are waiting for the YAST software manager to kick through, it is worth mentioning, of course, that you do have the zipper package management on the command line, and that will handle anything that you want from the command line in terms of installing packages. Now, one little trick that I did pick up, if you want to be able to search for the packages that are available in the openSUSE build service, you can use a tool called OPI, and that can help you find the packages that you're looking for. For example, I was looking for a software management tool that helps you manage Flatpak, snaps, web apps, and other things all in one central store, I guess. And it's called BAU. I think that's how you say it. After installing OPI, I go sudo opi BAU, and it'll search through the openSUSE build service to find a package that is built for my particular version of openSUSE, being Tumbleweed, and then I can go through and install it from there. So I have already done that, and that's kind of irrelevant for now. All right, let's talk about changes that have been made to the actual Pantheon desktop here. First of all, they've just made it a fair bit more user-friendly compared to what traditional desktop computer users prefer. So for example, window controls on the right-hand side here instead of the left. You've got all 3 window controls out of the box. You've got additional indicators enabled here that if you want weather or keyboard status or stuff like that. And you also have elementary tweaks pre-installed here as well. So changing the theme and the layout and all of that kind of thing, the fonts, the customization of the Pantheon shell is much better out of the box than what you'd find on elementary. Now, obviously, the things that you dip out on here is the elementary app center for installing any of the apps that are available there. Now, obviously, you can go out and install Flatpaks. Flatpaks are fully supported in openSUSE as well as snaps if you really wanted to. But this is what we're dealing with when it comes to the native package manager, which can be a big pill to swallow if you're not used to it. It's very robust and it will give you an awful lot of feedback and information. The main work being done here is that all of the elementary and Pantheon packages are being brought over into a rolling release model, which I'm hoping that as Pantheon and as the elementary project continues upstream, that those changes would flow down into the distribution, so that if you are wanting the latest up-to-date version of the Pantheon desktop, hopefully you wouldn't be waiting too long until after elementary OS releases that update. But in the meantime, you would have a much more up-to-date Linux kernel, graphics drivers, and those things would roll on as is normal for openSUSE. You're also going to notice that the desktop font is the Ubuntu font. You have all of the codecs and software that you need installed out of the box, and yet this is a really light distribution to download. It's only 1.4 gig to get up and running, and you still get a decent amount of pre-installed software. So either Pantheon Desktop is an incredibly lightweight desktop in terms of just sheer disk space, or there's some really interesting compression wizardry going on here. So the other thing that I'll mention is, for the most part, the standard elementary apps are included here, except where there's a lack. For example, a decent desktop search tool. So they've included the search tool from Mate as standard here instead of just leaving it blank. The default Files app and Terminal and Code and everything else are still the normal versions that we're used to seeing in elementary. But it's also worth noting that with the Files app specifically, they do have added desktop functionality so that you can actually put things on the desktop and you can right-click the desktop and sort and organize your icons. Everything else about the Gala window manager and Pantheon Desktop as a whole works as you would expect it. So like I said, it feels a little bit like having your cake and eating it too. You can have a rolling, up-to-date Linux distribution built on the amazing, stable openSUSE Tumbleweed, as well as the visual goodies and performance of Elementary's Pantheon Desktop. Well, I don't know. I'm hoping this is helpful to someone. This is a really tempting combination. If it weren't for the fact that Ubuntu is just really working for me right now, this would be a great way to tie yourself over until the next release of elementary. And even so, if you wanted a more up-to-date Linux kernel or a more up-to-date hardware stack in general, because you had more up-to-date hardware and it wasn't very well supported on Ubuntu's LTS release, then this might be a great way around it. The Gecko Linux project has been around for quite some time, so I wouldn't worry about being left out in the cold. As long as the elementary Pantheon Desktop kit still is supported, you better believe that openSUSE Tumbleweed will keep churning out a quality rolling release for many years to come. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one.